Okay, so thank you guys so much for being on tonight. We are excited to be with you. And tonight we're going to talk to you guys about ways to get your $500, because remember that magic number of 500. We have to have that number. You should not ever go under that number, especially once you start building a team. Hey, Albert. So today we're going to talk to you a lot about how to get that, be creative, how to spice up your basket parties, maybe do some theme parties or sip and sniffs. I have a lot of ideas, and I'm sure Jess has even more ideas on how to spice up things in your business. There's a lot of ways to get to 500 and beyond. So I will go ahead and start if you're okay with that, Jess.
Yeah, absolutely.
Ideas that I have. So I have talked about this before. I'm not sure if everybody has heard about it, but I went to Summit in September in Boise, and it's fun because at all events, so all Scentsy events, the best part is to network with other consultants. So I was talking to other consultants because my life is basket parties. And I was like, how do you spice up your basket parties? So she does a date a hunk basket party, which is a lot of fun. So I'm actually going to share my screen with you so that you guys can see kind of what I'm talking about, because she does this and it's really, it's been really helpful for her business, and it gets people to want to host a basket party. So here, give me a second and I will share my screen. Bam. Give me a minute. Oh, share screen. Okay. So check this out. Do you guys see my screen? So here inside of the little basket party, she just has, hello, my name is Channing Tatum. And then she has a little blurb about him. Hello, my name is Matthew McConaughey. So this one says, I may like to run around sweaty and shirtless on the beach, but deep down I'm a homebody and prefer to stay nice and something or other. And she talks a little bit about not leaving it in the car because, it's great that I get all hot and sweaty, but it's not great for my Scentsy testers to get all hot and sweaty. So you can do a combination of any of these. You can make up your own. I'm going to stop sharing so I can talk to you guys again. But if like with Disney, I was thinking about doing a Disney theme since we're going to Scentsy Family Reunion. I thought, oh, how fun it would be to do, it wouldn't be date a hunk, but it would be take a princess home or do something to that nature where it'd be fun and it would be aligning with our Disney family, Scentsy Family Reunion. But the more that you can do fun things like that, it's easier for people to be like, oh, I want to date a hunk, or I want to take a princess, or things like that. Another thing that I do with my basket parties is, because that is 90% of my business, is I do a Zoom, just like we're doing here at the end of the basket party, I do a Zoom bingo. So that way the customers get to see your face, you get to see them, and you interact with them. So that's a lot of fun. And you could just do regular bingo with numbers. You could do bingo with Scentsy products. There's a lot of different ways you can do it, but the best thing is to be unique and be you. So that's a lot of fun for basket parties. I love theme parties, but I love one type of theme party, wine and cheese. That's my theme party, or margarita madness. That's just my thing. There's a lot of different, theme parties that you can do, and it's so easy. You can Google direct sales theme parties, and there you go. You can do a death by chocolate. You can do a pool party, a luau party, whatever that fits your hostess and their personality, that's what you can do. Make it fun. The funner that you make your business and your parties, then the more repeat hosts that you're going to have, the more repeat basket parties you're going to have, and just overall, the more fun you're going to have in your business. This isn't a job. Like Jessica always says, not a job. It's fun. It should be fun. So make it fun and make it your own and make it unique. Another thing sip and sniffs are my thing, because I don't have a long time to spend at parties, and parties don't have to be this long drawn out thing. When you go to a party, the biggest, most important thing of that party is connecting with the other guests and smelling the scents, going through the catalog, have them make their wish list. And I don't remember if I said this on the call. I don't know. I get so confused because I do a lot of things. but the product lists that are escaping me right now. Okay, here we go. So I take the product lists and I give everybody at the party, this is what they get. They get a catalog to look at, right? But this is their take-home thing. I used to do just blank pieces of paper that said my wish list, and they would write down the things that they loved. But then I started doing this with the product lists. So I tell them at the beginning of the party, I want you to pretend like you just won the lottery, and I want you to circle everything that you like. If money was not an object, that's what I want you to do. This is your wish list. And then it has the scents on the back. So the same thing. They're going to circle, as they're smelling all the scents, they're going to circle all the things that they love. And then they get to take this home. They could put it on their fridge. It's got your information on it. They're going to put it on their fridge. So number one, the next time they're ready to order, boom, you got it. But more importantly, at the party, what you're going to do is you're going to set a little checkout counter aside from the guests, because a lot of times some people are shy about what they order, and maybe they're shy about their financial situation. They want to help the hostess, but they just can't. They don't get paid right now. I mean, there's a lot of situations where people kind of tend to shy away at a party. And this is the perfect opportunity for you to get them aside from the rest of the guests and get their wish list and say, wow, you have a lot on your wish list. You know what would be awesome? We can get you a lot of these things, if not everything, for free and half price by hosting your own party at your own date, at your comfort of your own house. Or if they're not interested in that, you ask them about a basket party or an online party. But when they see how many things they want, and they see that clearly they cannot afford all those things, but yet they really want to help the hostess, you tell them you can have a perpetual party reward, and you can still help your hostess. You can place a small order today just to, again, help the hostess, and we can do your own thing. So that has helped me to get more out of my parties, to be able to sell more. Another thing too is if somebody places an order for 6 bars and they're a regular, they're a Scentsy customer, they're familiar with Scentsy, always ask them, do you need bulbs? That's another couple dollars to $5 maybe if they're going to buy a 3-pack. But I always use the analogy. When you go to McDonald's or any fast food, they always ask you, do you want to supersize that, right? And you sometimes you do, sometimes you don't, but you probably never will unless they ask you. So the same thing here. It's like when you're at a party and you always ask them, do you need bulbs today? Or how about trying something new? Have you tried our laundry products? Or what did you think about our counter clean? Or you know what? I know your son plays hockey, so Scentsy Fresh would fit in your life. It's only, $6 or $8, I forget. But, those are kinds of things that we can upsell in our business, and they make a huge difference in your PRV in the long run. So just by doing it every single time, even if they're just calling you to place a random order, upsell to your customers. It works every time. Sometimes they'll tell you no, but you've also planted that seed about, you know what? Maybe I will try the counter clean next time, or maybe I will try the laundry. Okay, so let me just make sure. I've kind of gone fast because I want to give Jess a lot of time. Okay, so another thing too is, sip and sniffs, because I don't have a lot of time for parties and things like that. I get together with some girlfriends after work, a quick hour before they get home and have to have the whole grind of family time. Go have a glass of wine and bring your little testers and have a mini party at a little restaurant or a coffee shop, or even I love to do over people's lunch hours, because we're not the only ones busy here. Other people are busy in our lives. And so if you get together with them at small bursts of time that is convenient for them, it's going to be much better for you in the long run. So I don't want you guys to think about when you have to have a party that it's this 2-3 hour block of time. It doesn't have to be at all. And it doesn't have to be a ton of guests. Think about how many parties you can get if you just gathered 3 or 4 friends a couple of times a week. There you go. So don't feel like you have to have these big parties with a lot of people and a lot of time and things like that. Another thing too is fundraisers, and I'm pretty sure we'll talk a whole call about that. But if you guys have questions on fundraisers, talk to your directors about them, because that is another great way. If you are struggling in the PRV area, get a fundraiser. There's always people that are looking to have a fundraiser. Look for events, even if they're just little weekend events, a day event at a church, at a school. Again, I don't go for the big ones. That is just not me. A lot of my downline, some of my directors, they do these huge shows, and that works for them. That is awesome. If you can do that, you will always have your 500. But that doesn't work for my schedule. So I love the little health fairs and the craft fairs and the church bazaars and things like that work for me amazing. And the last thing I have, without fail, you will always get to your $500 in PRV every single month by doing follow-ups. The end. Follow-ups is where it's at. Consistent follow-ups. You will never have a struggle ever getting to your 500 by following up. So that's Jess. I'm going to turn the floor over to you, my friend.
Awesome. That's a lot of good information. Thanks so much, Kelly. A lot of that I wanted to share with you anyway. So as far as how to book more parties, Kelly went over that, of what she does at a party to help book more parties with her wish list. I use those too. Those are the best things in sliced bread. I swear, you guys. I toss the sheets that you can just write on and just use those product sheets, because you can really clearly see what you want to kind of share with your host or share with your customer that they can host or join or just buy, and use that sheet with it. Theme parties, yes, you can just search. I search Pinterest a lot for different theme ideas. I'm creative with my themes. I do paint and sniffs, and I do canvas paintings and so many different things. Again, that's a whole nother training session, but be creative, be you, do something that you like, maybe a little hobby that you can kind of twerk it into having a sort of a party. Up north where I'm from, we ended up starting NEK Rocks, NEKROCKS. And what it was is you wrote these positive sayings on a rock, and you went and hid them all throughout the state. And then they started traveling through different states, and little kids would find them, and then you'd post it on the NEK Rocks page, and then you'd go rehide it, and you'd give hints of where you rehide it. So another option that we've been doing is offering rock painting. So literally people can come, they can bring their kids to this as well. You just give them like 3 or 4 rocks, and you get the paint pens or Sharpies, and they can go ahead and write inspirational quotes or little drawings on the top. And then when they leave your party, they can go ahead and hide them. And then they can either post them to that group page, or you can make your own kind of little page and do it that way too. And then
I love that.
Yeah, now while the kids are painting their rocks, yes, it's a really neat idea. It's awesome. So take what's happening in your community and what's around you for creativity, and use that for your own parties. Because if it's big out there, it'll be big, and people want to do it with you too. And then now you can share Scentsy while the kids are kind of occupied painting rocks and doing this and that too. So know that those are options. Be super creative. Spicing up your basket parties. I throw buddy clips in mine, and I say, I want to know where this buddy is today. So depending on whatever buddy you get in your packet, like I still have like a Bandit, but Bandit, if you have Bandit, the buddy clip, where's Bandit? So you want to go ahead and post a picture and tag me in it so I can see where Bandit is. And that means that your basket party is getting moving and it's going around. So a lot of times the kids love to go ahead and do that, carry Bandit around with them for the week. And you can take pictures of your kids with it. You're at the restaurant with them, so you know that you brought your basket party to the restaurant or wherever. Go ahead and post those pictures. Now, those are things to when you're having parties and getting parties, but what are the different ways to get to 500 PRVs if you don't have parties, right? If you have parties, try to get at least if you can at least qualify 250 PRV, and you've got 2 parties, you're banging, you're sold. But what you should be always doing anyways when you have a party is always host coaching to a 500 PRV party anyways. So one party, you're always host coaching to 500 PRV. Get a second one just in case that doesn't happen. So things that you can do besides having parties, like Kelly had stated, was the fundraisers. That's a whole new training in itself. But definitely you can utilize all the resources available to you to kind of get a head start on that before we go ahead and do a training on that. Challenge yourself to sell 6-packs. How many 6-packs can you sell in a month? Those 6-packs are going to add up like wildfire. So see how many you can. And a lot of times, how do you sell those 6-packs? What are you doing? What Kelly said, follow up. Making sure you're doing follow up. But if you pinpoint it to something specifically, like this month, guys, bing, 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 right now, it is the last month for the fall and winter catalog. What should you be doing? You're going to get a customer message you in March asking for ice pine because they're out. And what are you going to tell them? Oh, well, guess what? It's gone. I can't get it for you anymore. Well, why didn't you tell them? Why didn't you let them know? They should know that because they'd probably buy a 6-pack from you anyways of just all that 1 scent. And they probably like cranberry garland or something else that they really want new scents from, Eskimo Kiss even. And you'd be surprised. I think it was, there was somebody in my downline that messaged me today. She did her follow-up. They ordered six packs of scents. Just one person because they wanted to make sure they're stocked up for the season. So you should be doing your follow-up and trying to see how many 6-packs you can sell with all of these scents that are going to be discontinuing. How about posting to say that you're going to put an order in a few days? See if that drives some traffic to get a few orders in. I mean, that usually always does. If somebody's been meaning to place an order with you, you might get 1 or 2 orders because of that. Being your best customer, what do you need? Are you out of kitchen soap? Are you out of your laundry detergent? Your counter cleaner, all of that stuff that you use personally, what are you out of? So are you ordering every month too for yourself? I mean, yes, you're using your host rewards, but sometimes all of our host rewards, if we just submit a $200 party, we're only getting a couple things, but we really need the laundry line and we really need a couple of other things too. So be your best customer. You're going to be paying yourself back in the long run anyways. What else did I have here? Oh, giving some people, like, do mini parties, you guys. Remember those, if you've chatted with us before, we always say, okay, some people are afraid to do like a $200 party, or you just want to give them like a stress-free way to have a party. Give them a catalog and a couple order forms and say, hey, collect $100. You collect $100, have a friend collect $100. You each get a half-off item, and then you can split the free money that you get from it. So try to do those types of things as well. So it's less stressful for some people to get a $200 order. But we all know, really, if you're sharing the product and you're getting it under people's noses, those orders will come. And talk to a spa about Scentsy diffusers and essential essential oils. So go to your spa and share that product with them. I mean, you're not having a party, but share that. How about going to a realtor and sharing that you have these waxes and warmers that they can gift to those who purchase from them and they close a house? Realtors always give gifts. So why don't they use somebody who is a local businesswoman and put money back in her pocket when they are buying gifts for somebody else? So everybody's kind of helping each other around in the long run. So there's realtor packages that you can create and you can do for realtors. Using birthday gifts. How many times do we have to spend money on gifts for people every single month? Why not go back to you and think about you? We have stuff for kids. We have stuff for adults. We have stuff for everybody. So why not give the gift of Scentsy and put money back in your pocket and get your PRV up there anyhow? Obviously, open parties too, open houses. If you don't have a party on the books, you all know that you can do your own, right? Flash sales. I do a lot of flash sales, and all that is sale items from the website that nobody looks. Nobody checks out those sale items. They don't know they're there. So if I do a flash sale, they look like they're striking big. But guess what? Nobody's looking at my sales section. So if I do a party online with all the sale items, I'm in compliance because Scentsy is selling them for that price, but it looks like I'm giving them a heck of a deal just because nobody checks that stuff out. So you can always have a little flash sale that you can go ahead and do with just the sale items from the your personal website. Branding, going out everywhere with branded material and always having catalogs and order forms and everything on you constantly. Handing out samples, let's resort to when you first joined Scentsy. I know a lot of times I'll tell people, always be carrying samples in your pocket. You need to be making connections, always talking to somebody in the store, making a little quick convo, say, hey, I love your purse. Where'd you get that? I really love that color. That's my favorite color. And making a connection, say, oh, hey, my director challenged me to hand out 5 samples today. So I really don't want to get home until I got all these samples out because I do have a new business and I want to share it with everybody. And this is the only way I can. So when you hand a sample out to somebody, they're eager to kind of just grab when you're handing it to them. So handing out samples all the time, getting your name out there when you're doing your regular chore, your regular runs during the day, your errands. So you don't have to have an event going on. Go out publicly, go to stores and hand out samples to people. So making more connections for people to purchase and contact you. Mail past customers to send them on flyer. Mailings. Do some mailings, guys, to send out some stuff, send a postcard out. Usually I don't get it this month, but usually I try to, at the very beginning of the last month, I'll say, your scent, check to see this list, this discontinued list, if your scent is on it. If it's on it, you need to message me and we'll go ahead and get you stocked up before it's gone. So it's kind of like a quick random postcard that says your scents are going to be discontinuing, so to speak. And make one generically for everybody, and you can send that out in the mail. Again, like February 1st, that would normally go out every last month before the switch of a new catalog, to try to get some orders that are coming into you that way. What else? I had a couple more things too. Call 10 different customers each day for a week. Something like that, which is a good follow-up system to use to try to collect orders that way. So you guys, if you don't have parties on the book, I'm like going through so many things that you can do if you don't have parties to try to generate yourself some sales, so $500 in sales. Talk to brides. A lot of times brides need gifts for their bridesmaids, baby showers, things like that. You know, we have those little sidekicks that are available. Obviously subscribe to the warmer of the month. That's going to get you PRV right off the bat, subscribing to the warmer and scent of the month. So that's already a little bit of a chunk right there. That's going to help towards your PRV that you're working towards. Let's see. Customer follow-up. We already talked about that. Promote, combine, and save packages. Throw a mother-daughter spa day. And obviously, like the Scent Circle fundraiser was like the last thing that I had. But so many ideas, so many ways to generate 500 PRV. If you're stumped and you're like, just nobody's booking a party with me, don't leave that as I'm not going to get my PRV because of that. Go out and find another avenue to get that.
Well, and also I just want to add real quick, because we're almost out of time, but I do want to add really quick that I hear a lot of times, like, I can't get anybody to respond, and I ask, well, what have you done? Well, I've been posting on Facebook and nobody's responding. Do not rely just on Facebook. You've got to private message these people. Not everybody sees your Facebook posts, so private message them, text them, call them. But just posting on Facebook is not going to be sufficient anymore.
I agree. And actually, I tell my team, I said, if you post on Facebook and you get a sale, you're lucky.
Yeah,
because
I agree.
That is not your avenue of sales. That is not. That is your luck avenue, really. It's getting out there and doing the work is what's going to get you the actual real PRV that's going to be consistent. Because somebody can post this or that warmer and get some sales or whatnot, or who needs wax, and then somebody gets some random orders, but 9 times out of 10 you're not.
Yeah,
you're gonna get anything. It's luck when you get a sale through social media.
Yeah,
social media is just sharing, it's not selling.
Yeah. So we have like 30 seconds to a minute. Does anyone have any questions? Sorry, it's so fast and furious, but this is just an avenue of training. So if you guys have questions, always reach out to us outside of this meeting. We try to give it fast and furious, but it's just a little tidbit. So does anybody have any quick questions, comments, anything you do? All right. Well, I thank you guys. Okay, I know some of you aren't showing your face, but I just want to show for those that are not on, I'm going to post this on our group page. I want to take a quick picture, so smile, everybody. Oh, there you go, Lori. Okay, that way I can post it so everybody can see that didn't come on what they're really missing. So, okay, ladies, thank you guys, and gentlemen, we will talk to you guys next Friday. Have a great end of the month. Bye.
Bye.